Hello and welcome to a special edition LinkedIn Live with me, Garth Sharif. I usually don't broadcast at Tuesdays is my normal LinkedIn Live day, but not at 2:30 in the afternoon East Coast time. But it is my training season. I'm starting to deliver training and also starting to travel. So I'm gonna try to be consistent, but there might be some times that I'm not normally on LinkedIn Live, like today at 2:30. But this is a special edition LinkedIn Live, just to announce an opportunity that's come my way that I will be streaming via LinkedIn Live, and we're just getting organized to do this. And this is Collision 2024, which is a very large and prominent tech conference with a lot of very prominent IT tech gurus, entrepreneurs, investors, media, all gathering in Toronto, June 17th to 20th. And I just want to announce that I'm going to be there as part of the media to cover aspects of IT development and specifically around artificial intelligence with some of the thought leaders and the entrepreneurs and those that are really moving us forward in that space for better or worse, and to ask them some questions that are pertinent to the community that I work in, which is the finance CPA professional setting, and understanding where these are going. And I'm excited to have been invited by Marad and Connor, who are part of the organizers for Marie and Connor, who are part of the organizers for Collision 2024. So I just wanted to take you through this because part of this LinkedIn Live is to ask you for some input, as there's a lot of speakers, and as part of the media package that I have is the ability to select speakers and that I'm going to interview. And so getting your feedback and seeing who you think might be a good interviewer for me in terms of things that you might want to ask or people you'd want to hear from, it's just good feedback for me. So I wanted to share my screen, just give you a little bit of what the conference is about, just because I've described it, but what is this conference trying to get at? So this is Collision. It's at the NCare Center in Toronto, which is a big convention space. And the really the gold material here, the good stuff, is the speakers that are going to be here in 2024. I'm from Toronto, so I can say here in the local sense. And there's a ton of really prominent entrepreneurs and speakers that are going to be here in Toronto. And you can take a look at some of these names, and some of you might recognize from sports as an investor or in terms of the company they have either founded or been a CEO. I have a list of individuals that I like to talk to and ask questions of, including Maya, who's the VP of Strategy and Operations at Google Research. Google is doing a lot of work around artificial intelligence, and her department would touch on that because there's a research component in terms of the data that's being used inside Gemini, and so that's somebody I like to talk to. There's another speaker. I mean, there's so many. I'm going through my top speakers, and again, relevant to artificial intelligence and where I see them relevant to my professional space. There is someone just of interest because of my daughter, who is obsessed with Roadblock, which is Morgan McGuire, Chief Scientist at Roblox, just to maybe ask some questions, potentially get some Roblox money. What's it called? Roblox. I could never say it correctly, but that's just more because my daughter is so into that. That's one of the most popular platforms for young kids like my daughter. For better or worse, it's something that they're quite obsessed in. So I put this link out there on my LinkedIn live feed. If there's anyone that you look at this and say, I would love to just see what this person has to say about this aspect. I mean, for Google Research, Maya, will be thinking about what are they maybe developing next with Gemini, some of the challenges that Gemini has had. Where does the research element fit into that? There are other founders and a lot of AI founders here that are working in this space that might be of interest to those that are part of my LinkedIn Live audience. So I put this link, the speakers out there. So if there's a speaker that you think, wow, that'd be really interesting if just hear what they have to say, because I'm going to be live streaming this on LinkedIn Live during the event, June 17th to June 20th. I'm just working out the logistics. My camera person, who is Leonard Shen of UV Studios, will be with me, and we'll be trying to figure out the logistics. I haven't done this before in terms of this large of an event, working as someone who's asking questions and really just there as someone who's a really interested, almost journalist in a sense, but trying to bring back information that might be important and pertinent and relevant to the LinkedIn community. So I'm really excited. I mean, a big part of what I have moved into in terms of my space that I work in education is artificial intelligence and technology, and to be invited to Collision to talk to some of these speakers, really prominent individuals in the field, is an honor, but also an opportunity. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this LinkedIn Live is just to share that I'm very excited to be attending Collision 2024, June 17th to June 20th of this year, but also to reach out to my network, to LinkedIn community, to say, hey, if you have a chance to go through that speaker list, just like I'm doing, because there's speaker requests I'm going to make to be able to have sit down interviews with some of these individuals. If and there's going to be a lot of media there, so first come first serve in a sense. But if there's anybody that you think makes sense that you would want to hear from, and also questions that you might want to have of certain individuals, I'm open to receiving your feedback. I will also I'll let you know with another LinkedIn Live once I have the speaker slate of who I might be sitting down with and speaking with, who I will be talking with. But this is maybe at a stage where you might say, hey, Gareth, talk to this person, like Kelly Blair, who's the CEO of OnlyFans, or which is not as much about artificial intelligence, but there's also, of course, companies that don't have artificial intelligence as their platform, but they are using artificial intelligence to do things with their platform, to elevate it, create a bigger audience. There's other things. There's also Scale AI, Adept AI, the co-founders, CEOs, CTOs. Just a lot of prominent people that are going to be at that conference. So again, really, Marie and Connor, thank you for inviting me to be there as part of the press. I'm really excited. So there'll be more LinkedIn Lives that I will just announce as we get closer to the June 17th and 20th date. But take a look at that link. And if there's any individual that you think, wow, that would be great for me to talk to, please let me know. I'm going through my research phase, and it's hard. It's there's a lot of prominent individual and some great questions to be asking these individuals. So I'm going to go through and do my short list. But if you have thoughts or opinions, feel free to share via LinkedIn. I put the Collision speakers list out there via the website, but I'll also leave it in the comment section when I end the LinkedIn Live. So, and I hopefully this LinkedIn Live has been coming across. I see it's a little choppy on my end, but that might be because my phone is not doing a good job versus the LinkedIn live stream itself. But yeah, just a really excited quick announcement on this, and you'll be hearing more about Collision and my involvement in going to that conference and conducting interviews. So really super excited to do this, and I think it just complements what I've been doing on LinkedIn Live with a lot of AI focus. So that's all I wanted to say. Short, brief, sweet. As I know some of you are busy both in Canada and the US as tax season is coming into, well, past in the US, but for Canada, it's coming into the finish line. So I know it's busy. So hopefully you're just able to drop in and take in this part of what I'll be doing and maybe comment. But thank you for watching. We'll keep it short and sweet. And yeah, stay tuned for more information. And we'll be talking about Collision 2024. Thanks, everyone. Take care.